Coffee and Cosmetology with your resident Slightly Rude Stylist. On this Wednesday, the first thing I want to educate you guys on is prices. So a lot of people I see on Facebook groups and not really Instagram too much, mostly on Facebook, is I shouldn't have to pay so much for these services that I want. So the first thing I'm going to do is put it to you like this. That's like telling a doctor that you shouldn't have to pay so much for their services. Now, in no way am I saying that cosmetologists are anywhere close to being a doctor. However, we still went to school for the knowledge that we have acquired. Not to mention, we have to do a lot of things to get enough experience to be able to work on real people to begin with. And no, our schooling is nothing like being a doctor. However, doctors go to school, they pay a lot of money to go to school and get into that field. And they still, just like us, have a lot of continuing education because the medical field is always changing, the beauty industry is always changing. Every single day there are hundreds of videos with new techniques and things like that we have to be able to keep up with. So the prices that we are asking from you is not just for the service. The prices that we charge are for, like I said, the knowledge that we have acquired, the techniques that we have to keep up with, and our time. If everybody could be a hairstylist, they would be. But a lot of students, and yes, I am currently an instructor, a lot of students start the cosmetology program and some of them realize they have bitten off more than they can chew. Because the things that we learn in the cosmetology program are actually kind of difficult. A lot of people don't know this, but we learn electricity, we learn anatomy and physiology, chemistry, things like that. And it's not just, you plug your thing in and it works. No, that's not the electricity that we learn. Anatomy and physiology, I've actually talked with an esthetician. So they, do facials and stuff like that. I told her what all we had to learn in our anatomy and physiology class, and she said, oh my God, as an esthetician, I didn't even have to learn that. So, if you think, and I'm sure you have, if you think your stylist or a stylist you're thinking about going to charges too much, then go ahead and try to find someone who is charging less, but I guarantee you're gonna get what you pay for. So if you choose to, and there's nothing wrong with this, if you choose a stylist who charges less for the same services, I just want you to be prepared for the possible outcome. And not everybody who charges lower prices is bad. I'm not saying that in any way. And honestly, charging lower prices is a good way to compete with the rest of the salons in the area. They know that if they charge a little bit lower than all the other salons in the area, they are going to get all those guests who are looking for cheaper prices. So no, I'm not saying that everybody who charges lower prices are bad cosmetologists in any way. However, again, I just want to stress, if you choose someone who charges lower prices, one, make sure they have a license. Two, especially if they're doing it out of their house, please make sure that you can readily see their portfolio. Because I don't want you to be surprised at the end. So just keep all of those things in mind. Again, we don't charge higher prices just to take your money. If you want to be a cosmetologist, by all means, go for it. It's what's like 7 months to a year for school, and then you can get out in the industry and charge whatever prices you want to. But you'll also understand why some people charge the prices that they do. Mine were a little lower than the salons in the area, and that was to compete with them. So please, everybody, don't think I'm dissing anybody, because I'm not. We're all just out here trying to make a living, and we're all trying to stand out amongst this whole sea of stylists. So nothing you're doing is wrong. Stylists and clients alike. Just think about when you go to the doctor, they charge a certain price, or even the dentist, they charge a certain price for just an exam. And some of those prices are a little steep, if you ask me, for just an exam. But it's not for just the service that they're providing you. It's everything else that came before that. And they know things that you don't, which is why you're going to see them. So please just respect your stylist, respect their prices, and if you're honest with your stylist and tell them, I really enjoy your company, I really like the work that you do, your prices are just a little too high for me. When you have that conversation with them, most of the time they will refer you to another stylist with a little bit lower prices, but with the same quality of work. They just don't have the same amount of experience that your current stylist does. So, please don't get upset about prices. That's just the way the whole world works. Prices go up. Some prices are higher than others. And I know in this day and age, with Amazon and eBay and Wish and all these different resources that we have to get things cheaper, I'm sorry to tell you, but hair is just not one of those. Hair, skin, and nails is just not one of those industries. So if you have any questions about this topic, please feel free to ask anything you want to. Again, today's topic was not to make anybody feel bad or say, stylists with low prices are terrible. Not at all. Not at all. So, please no ugly comments. But ask any questions you want to, and I will answer them accordingly and as fast as I can. So, thank you guys for watching today, and I will see you next time.